Last time, I talked about how I saved over $55,000 after 10 months of being smart with my money. I wasn't always smart with my money, and in February of 2020, I had less than $200 in my checking account, I had no savings, and I owed $4,000 in student loan debt. But let's not talk about that. Those days are over, and today I'm going to be talking about the money habits that I developed that have helped me become a lot better with my money. And before I start, I do want to say there is one thing that you don't really have to get started with right away, and that's investing. There are two exceptions that I'll talk about later in this video, and you will want to worry about investing later, but not necessarily until you've got some sort of financial foundation set up for yourself, which these habits will help you do. Real quick, hi, my name is Mark Neal, and I talk about money because it's not talked about enough at my age, and that's when it's the most important to talk about, so make sure you subscribe for that. Habit number one is actually 3 habits, and they're really important but boring, so I'm just going to get them out of the way. Those 3 habits are to track your spending, budget, and stay out of debt. If you're already in debt, make sure you make it a priority to get out, especially if the interest rate is high. These 3 habits will keep you out of a lot of financial trouble. They won't get you out of the trouble you got for calling your girlfriend the wrong name, and they won't make you rich. But if you don't follow these 3 habits, you will never be rich. They're also easier said than done, so you'll really have to be intentional about this and really work at building and developing these habits. And speaking of habits, life has a bad habit of making terrible things happen at the worst possible time. So you want to get in the habit of building an emergency fund. I personally have 8 months of living expenses in my emergency fund, but a lot of people online usually recommend 3 to 6 months. I have a more detailed video on emergency funds, which I will put in the description of the video. And if it's not there, it's because I'm getting old, and so are you, and so is your mom.
Yeah, boy.
But if you just graduated, chances are you're young and you think you have a lot of time until you retire, and you will with that attitude. Habit number 5 is to invest in your retirement, and this is one of those exceptions to investing that I talked about earlier in the video. The earlier you start investing for your retirement, the less of your own money that you have to use, and the richer you will be because of this magical and beautiful thing called Mark Neal. I mean compound interest. And is that someone that has to smash the like button? Never seen such a creature. And the most common way to invest in your retirement is through a traditional 401k through your employer. And if your employer offers any kind of match on your 401k, take it because that is free money. And after you've contributed at least the company match to your 401k, start investing in your retirement through a Roth IRA. Now we get to habit number 6, which is to smash the like button and hit the bell notification so that your phone will yell at you when I post a video. Otherwise, I'll get yelled at. Anyway, if you got a full-time job after college, chances are you'll have a paycheck every 2 weeks, and it's money that you know is coming. But whatever you do, don't spend money that you will make in the future as if you already have it. And I'm talking about Wendy's and Dragons. No, I'm kidding. I'm talking about credit cards. Yeah, I'm talking about you. They can be evil if you don't use them correctly. If you can't buy something with a debit card, don't buy it with a credit card. Also, make sure you pay off your credit card in full every month so you don't have to pay any interest on it. The only interest you want in your life is the one that makes you money and from your crush. And this doesn't mean just make the minimum payment. It means pay it off completely. And the last, but probably the most important habit is to keep learning about personal finance. Learn about taxes, learn about investing, learn how to smash the like button, learn how to make passive income. And it's not always easy to learn about personal finance, but luckily for you, these videos will help.